To come and talk to you. Last time I was here we spoke about the Navy, just the general links of the Navy. Now I want to talk to you about the Naval Graves project. Okay, it's great to be here. Big supporter of your work. We actually do our own little tours, but they're very much a naval crowd. When we do that, we talk about your tours, we support you as much as possible. Okay, Naval Graves project is basically people you see here at the moment, and we're researching, locating, recalling and remembering all Australian naval graves that we can lay our hands on. Everything. Okay? We also do Royal Navy graves, any naval grave. Doesn't matter who you are, doesn't matter what service you're in. Okay, we have a gentleman from the Pakistani Navy. I've just found a Netherlands Navy fellow. There's some German fellows in the Lutheran area. As long as it was armed naval. We don't do the merchant Navy. Okay, it's too difficult for us to find those records, so we don't get interested in that. Well, we are interested. We'll stop and pay attention to them, but we don't record them. Okay. Now, our aims are for all RAM burials within Australia to research, check records and newspapers. We do field trips. You'll see us wandering around here at times, especially me and Carl. I've been going up to the cafe and sitting down for probably even a longer period, then getting up and going out again. Okay, we record, we photograph, we use GPS data, we put the information in a database, and then we remember, we celebrate our shipmates' lives. Okay, also, we record other Naval Forces, especially the Royal Navy. Royal Australian Navy came out of the Royal Navy. So these guys that were there built the traditions and the foundations of which our service was built from. And we highlight the efforts of these men and women in both war and peace. Now, women, we get so excited when we find a female with naval links because they changed their names. So we're walking past headstones, they could have service, but it's not recorded. When we do find that, we're really very pleased about it because the women made up quite a bit. The later Navy, the early days, they weren't recorded, but there were women on the ships, the old sailing ships, things like that. Quite often the gunner, his wife would be there, and she'd be the mother to the young midshipman who could start as early as 9 or 10 years of age. Okay, we can't get their details, but when we find a serving member of the Royal Australian Navy, Women's Royal Australian Navy, the RANS, we really celebrate that. So if you hear of anything, please let us know because it's very lopsided. We don't like it, but there's not a real lot that we can do about it.
And sorry, if you do find anything, you're welcome to give the information to me and I can pass it on to Mark.
Yeah, that'd be great. Thank you. Okay, now where needed and possibly repair and maintain the graves. So far, the restoration, we haven't done a lot. We're not a charity. We're not funded by everything. It comes out of my pocket, Carl's, Prim's, Mum. My mum buys the flowers. Okay, my uncle. It comes out. We just self-funded ourselves. All right, so we don't do a lot of that work. Okay, 90% of the 365 members now are ex-Navy. All right. The other people make up, and they're just as important, as the family of Navy, or friends of Navy, or just a few people who are interested in the topic itself. Okay, so it's really sailors looking after sailors, and that's what we pitch to the Navy. This is our heritage, and this is what we're doing to preserve it. Why aren't you? They've started to take a little more interest now. Okay, we're Australia-wide. We've got people from Darwin to Hobart, from Sydney to Perth. Okay, we've got people in regional centres, and one of their guys at the moment is doing a lot of work in Springvale, which is a regional, metropolitan regional cemetery in Victoria. And he'll come home from work after a long day and he'll have got 30 or 40 sets of photographs. Oh, thanks mate. So we're working there. We've got over 15, closer to 2,000, okay? And we are in 93 different cemeteries. Alright, the benefits of what we do, we learn about and show respect for our own Royal Australian naval heritage. We also help to save that heritage for future generations. We showed the general public that service in the Navy was more than a job. Okay? That our people mattered in life and continue to matter after death. Now, we refer to these people sometimes as our shipmates. One of our members turned around and coined the phrase, he said, they're shipmates separated by time. And they are. Okay? They are the of our generation. They're us. These guys were just like me and Carl. They were sailors and they were just doing their job. Okay, our presence at various cemeteries and graveyards can help prevent vandalism and other antisocial behaviour. I was here one day when I had my four-wheel drive, and there was a couple of guys I didn't like the look of. They were hanging around, so I thought, I'm not going to go and confront them. I just pulled up. They're looking at me, and I opened up four-wheel drive, and I got the shovel out. And I got the axe out. I just smiled at them and said, I can kill you and I can bury you when you're in the cemetery. They left. Okay, we're able to report to Australian War Graves any damage we see and remind them of any forgotten sites, especially in the smaller cemeteries, Riverston, Smithfield, places like that, because we are active. Rookwood is our home. Rookwood is where it started, but the other cemeteries were active there as well. Okay, we got official recognition. Sorry, I had to black out an email address there. That was the Deputy Chief of Navy. He's now the Chief of Navy. So we got friends in high places.
Come in.
It might be the people.
Yes, come on.